right.
Okay. You good, Eli?
Actually, no.
Almost.
Almost.
Did you guys have fun out there?
Yeah, been hitting up park most of the day, so.
You guys ride here a lot?
No, we actually go up to Moonlight a lot. And
Oh, yeah.
They got a pretty sick park, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much all we ever do.
Yeah, you sit in the park.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Were you guys heading up the big lift, or what were you
We
guys
did.
up
We
to?
were all over. We went on the backside. We were over on this side.
How was it up everywhere else?
It's pretty fun. It's actually more fun over here. A little bit
Really?
better conditions.
Okay.
A little less
Pretty
less
light.
wet snow on that side. And the backside's fun. You just, that cat track.
Yeah,
kinda
it
drives you
takes
crazy.
so long.
Sometimes it's a little much, but it's pretty fun.
Do you guys both ski or do you board?
Snowboard.
Snowboard?
Both grew up skiing though, and
Okay.
so
Did it switch 3 years ago?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Just switching up, yeah.
Yeah, JT.
How we doing?
Yeah.
How's everything? How's the ride?
Good. It's so fun.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Oh my. It's snowing again. Taylor, you having fun?
Oh yeah.
How'd girl.
Yeah,
Doing your
looking
interview
forward,
now?
it's fun.
Yep.
All right, get on it.
I will.
Thanks.
See ya.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And we're gonna get. You're gonna get.
Okay. So, how was LipTech formed? Like,
So LibTech was founded originally by Mike Olson, whom is, kind of a mad scientist, a guy who's always tinkered with kind of materials and loved snowboarding. He was, one of the original snowboard builders back in the 1970s. And so, for fun, he just started kind of making boards in his garage, a couple at a time. Started catching on. People wanted to buy them, so he'd, buy enough material to make 4 boards, and then he'd sell those off, and then buy enough material to make 8 boards, and then sell those off, and kind of just continued to grow from there.
and was this in Canada when this happened?
This was actually up in Washington.
Washington. Okay.
State,
So,
yeah.
why did you guys move to Canada then?
Well, so we're actually still in Washington.
Oh, okay.
And so part of our marketing, it's funny, because it's made in the USA near Canada, which is what we
okay.
always say, because our factory is actually right on, it's right on the water between Vancouver Island and the United States up in Washington. So we look across the water at Canada. We're about an hour boat ride away.
Oh, wow.
Ferry away. So we always say it's near Canada because we're so close.
Yeah.
They're all friends up there. So
Oh, okay. And so, what made you guys decide to do the magnet traction compared to just having the straight edge?
it was something we're constantly trying to innovate and come up with new ideas and new technologies. And the one thing that we realized is, one of the most challenging parts of being on the mountain is ice, and tough conditions. And so, we're always trying to figure out what would make it easier to not just ride, make it more comfortable, but easier for beginners, easier for pros to kind of perform in icy conditions. And so, magnet traction is a concept that kind of like a serrated edge knife. At the end of the day, a knife with no serrated edge is not going to cut nearly as well as one with a straight edge. And so the concept is pretty simple. We started testing it, figuring out what the best way, how many bumps we need, and how deep the angles are in each one of them. And we came up with the latest version, which is about 7 bumps for the most part.
Okay.
Called magnet traction. Yeah.
So, when you guys started putting in rocker into your boards,
Yeah.
did you guys just do that for powder, or was there something else with that? for the
It was
pros?
kind of for everything, to tell you the truth. It was, if you think about the way that a snowboard is built, the original snowboards were built following skis. Skis have camber, and they do because they're so long that the contact lengths are, from tip to tail are very, very long. And so for us, snowboards just naturally followed, but it's not the best way for a snowboard to be shaped, because when you're pivoting and turning, you want, with rocker, it makes it easier to engage that edge.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have camber, you're actually fighting the board to get the edge into the ground. And you don't want to fight the edge. You want to make it as easy as possible. So what we've come up with, it started with banana, and now we have a whole range of geometries that, from EC2 to C3 now, which is a combination of rocker and camber, and all these different things that all do different things. They all kind of have different kind of tip and tail contact lengths and all sorts of things that make it different.
What's your favorite board out of all of them?
I'm always testing and trying new boards. I have a couple that I've been going back to lately.
Okay.
The Attack Banana is really fun for me. It's an EC2. It's a little bit more aggressive board that feels a bit more like older camber, because it kind of comes down in the tail, so you get a little bit more pop.
Okay.
But I also sometimes like the Banana Magic. And the Banana Magic has really high banana, so not a lot of kind of doesn't have like the C2 or an EC2 kind of contact in the back. So it's really fun and super easy to ride and a little bit more flowy for me. So it just kind of depends on the conditions.
Okay.
And then there's other ones. I'm always trying new boards that are kind of new technology stuff that's not out. It's fun to just
mess around
and see what happens. That's the benefit to having a factory is we get to build things and test them all the time.
Do the workers test the boards, or is it just like you guys?
No, we all do. Yeah, we
that's
try
how you
to
guys
get them.
decide how
Yeah, we try to get them on as many people as we can. Amongst our staff. So we've got over 200 staff that between people who work in the factory and work in the office, and we're constantly trying to get them on the different boards and get their feedback, because we don't want to go to market until it's been tested and vetted to make sure that it's right. And every board takes a little bit of fine tuning, whether it's the width, the type of rocker that we're using, the magnet traction, all the different combination to make that recipe right for that board takes some time.
Is there any new things that you guys are able to release about the boards? What you guys are going to be doing?
We always have some things kind of in our that we're working on and always testing. So we've got some new things in the next couple of years. I think we'll have some things that are pretty kind of revolutionary again, kind of like Banana. So it should be pretty interesting.
Sweet. How do you guys choose your pros? Like, what do you guys look for when you guys do that?
We have a pretty broad team. I think different team riders do different things. Some are great with contests, some are great for free riding, some are good with video parts. And you try to have a broad range of riders that represent the brand well. The personality of the brand. The brand has a voice. LibTech has a voice. GNU has a specific voice. And you want to make sure that the rider understands and fits well with the brand and can help you communicate the message of the brand. Okay. And at the same time, if they're going to ride a specific board, you want them to ride a board that maybe fills a niche. You don't want to have 10 team riders all riding the same board and the same technology, because it doesn't help us sell a broad range of products. So for us, some of the team riders will ride, C2, some will ride EC2, some like C3, some like straight Banana. Depends on what conditions. And then we can market each one of those kind of specific technologies with a specific athlete and pushing a specific type of riding, essentially.
Okay. So what do you think is the most advanced board LibTech makes out of all your boards?
Well, that's a good question. We've got a couple pretty crazy ones. The best, not the best. They're all amazing.
Yep.
The most expensive board, I'll put it that way, is the Cygnus, and that's a board that Mike Olson actually hand builds himself. And we sell them for about $3,000 a board, and it's got some pretty unique things. It's got some sidewalls, self-rebounding sidewalls that you can actually push in the side, and it actually kind of comes back out and rebounds out. So it's super damp, really it almost rides like a Banana Magic, because it's got a kind of a high banana on it.
Yeah.
So it's super smooth, really fun, but it's got all of our kind of tech in there and crazy materials that make it a bit more expensive, but it's pretty fun. Other than that, we have the Impossible on the GNU side, and GNU has, it's a more asymmetrical board, which is, different lengths for the heel side and front and toe side, because naturally it's easier to turn on your heel side, because naturally you don't have to put as much into it that it is on your toe side. So asymmetrical, that's a pretty high-tech board with some different kind of materials on it. So
I think that's it for all my questions, actually.
Okay.
You wanted me to keep it short,
yeah,
so I didn't have to bother
easy.
everybody, so thanks, man.
No, easy. If there's anything else,
Yeah, no, I think that's all I really needed. Yeah, thanks so much. That's really helpful. I really want to learn that stuff.
I wish I don't have a card on me, but you've got my phone. If you guys have any more questions or
Okay.
anything else, just let me know.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, easy.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah, guys, who you guys consider? I think we're gonna
you guys
go
come
see.
up with NAS? That's
So
just
NAS
one
was,
question.
we have a ton of friends who ski, and
Yeah.
a lot of us started skiing. Like I grew up skiing until I was 16, and then switched to snowboarding and haven't really looked back. But there's, we all kind of skied at one point and have a lot of friends who do, and we have some unique technologies. And with the factory, we just started testing and seeing if it was fun, and people love it. They're like,
I love my Live Tech skis.
yeah.
Are you guys gonna be
And
putting
they Magna Traction too, which is
Yeah.
unique
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
ski world. So
Yeah, JT helped me out with a pair, and he was like, "Here, just." He ended up just coming into the office one day, and he was like, "Hey, buddy, I got a present for you." And I got upstairs, and I got these nice Jib skis, and I was so excited. I ride them every day.
yeah. They're fun. They're pretty fun. I've ridden them once in New Zealand. We keep talking about taking them out again. We haven't done it yet. But
switching around? Are you guys gonna be putting rocker into your skis? I guess that's more for you.